You can start.
Thanks, Ashleka. So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining this intermittent fasting complimentary session. This is the first session and it is a complimentary session so that all of you understand why intermittent fasting is so important. Why should we, do intermittent fasting? How it is different from other diets and all of these things. So, we are going to do some theory part in today's session. And for those who registered for this program for the 7 day intermittent fasting challenge. For them, the fasting guidelines, diet plans, recipes, all will be shared tomorrow. Okay, so thank you for giving your precious time and attending this complimentary session. I hope you learn many things, and we are able to answer your queries here. Moving ahead with today's agenda. So, today we are going to discuss first, we are going to assess ourselves. We are going to discuss about the toxins which are present inside our body. We are going to talk about different channels of elimination which our body already has. And we are going to discuss the law of unity, which is super important, and we are going to talk about how does fasting affects your health. And there is one important process called autophagy, which activates when you start doing the fasting. And we are going to talk some myths related to fasting. So, moving ahead, before we begin with today's session, so there are some ground rules to follow. The session will be conducted in English language only. And while we are in this session, please check your devices that you are in the mute setting. Your phone should be on silent mode so that you can focus on the session. If you have any queries related to anything, you can put your question in the chat section. I'm going to answer your question towards the end of the session. And please stay on the topic so that I'm able to explain everything to you, and I'm able to answer everyone's question. And if you want to take notes, you can take notes. Otherwise, we are going to share the recording and you can keep your webcam off also. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Anjali Rothan. I'm a postgraduate in nutrition and dietetics and an expert in clinical nutrition and help people in reversing their lifestyle disorder. Moving ahead, so what is your reason behind joining this complimentary session, or for those who registered for the program, what is the reason behind joining the intermittent fasting challenge or program? You can write in the chat section whether it's hi Shilpa, okay, Ashok is saying weight loss, whether it's weight loss, good skin, or you want to improve the gut health, you want to improve your sugar levels. Okay, Shilpa is saying to detox our body. That's very good enough answer. Anybody else? Weight loss. Anybody else wants to lose weight? Fat loss. Okay, Chetna is saying weight loss. Weight loss in PCOD. Okay, weight loss. Okay, there is a lot of people who are doing. So, okay, so just, meanwhile, people are writing their answers. So, weight loss is a result of what you are following, what you are eating, how's your lifestyle pattern, all of this. Intermittent fasting, it really does work for weight loss, but it only works when you follow intermittent fasting with a consistency, with a very much positive mindset. And we are not going to, starve. You have to eat meals which are alkaline in nature, hydrating in nature, so that your body can lose weight, not nutrient. Your body can lose extra fat, extra toxins. Okay. Thyroid overall health. Okay, great. So intermittent fasting not only helps with weight loss, it builds immunity. It builds immunity. Along with that, it helps in weight loss. It improves the skin health. It maintain the hormonal balance inside the body. So all these things we are going to discuss in the session ahead. So assess yourself. So first is you have to assess your body whether you are having this feeling or not. So do you have this feeling of well-being, or you think that no, I'm not healthy, I need to work upon your health? Do you think you are fit, or you think that you need to work upon your health? Is there regular and effective elimination of waste of the body? That means, are you having proper bowel movements regularly, or you are having constipation like issues or bloating or acidity kind of issues. So you can write in the chat section whatever the points you can relate to. So if you are having regular bowel movements daily, that means you are having a good elimination of toxins from the body. But if you are not having regular bowel movement, that means your body is not able to remove out the toxins, and that toxin is accumulating inside the body. Do you feel hunger? Do you have this feeling of hunger inside the body, or you just keep on eating according to the clock, that oh, it's 10 a.m., it's breakfast time, it's 1 or 2 p.m., it's lunch time, then 4 or 5 tea time, and then it's 8 or 9 p.m., it's dinner time. So do you eat according to the clock, or you eat according to your body's hunger? Are you having deep sleep, or you are having disturbed sleep? So you have to relate with this. So if you are having deep sleep, that is very good, because while you are sleeping, your body is doing a lot of things inside the body. Your liver is detoxifying, mineral absorption is happening inside the body, cell reparation, tissue reparation is happening, and toxic elimination is happening inside the body. Cheerful mind. So do you feel positive, you feel happy throughout the day, or you feel depressed, little low, and you constantly need something to cheer you up? You feel you have a fit body, or you have a lot of fat accumulated inside the body? Are you feel active, or you feel lot of laziness, you procrastinate a lot, you don't find your whole day productive? You are having graceful movements, or you are having aches and pains inside the body, knee pain, joint pain, some neck pain, shoulder pain, stiffness inside the body? Or you have an equal distribution of heat throughout the body, or you feel that you have a heated palm or foot? Generally, people who are having thyroid or high levels of thyroid, or who are having pre-diabetic range, they feel heat on their palm region and on their feet region. So these are the following things that you should feel if your body is fit or unfit. If your body is fit on overall level, you are going to okay you are going to feel all the positive signs. But if your sleep is not good, you are not having a good diet, proper elimination is not there, so you are going to have aches and pains inside the body. So there is a science behind this, and we are going to discuss in the later slides. So if you are having a constipation like feeling, like for example, if you are not having a regular bowel movement, even if you have evacuated the fecal matter, you still feel there is something inside the body and I need to flush out completely. If you have that kind of a feeling, that means your body has a lot of waste material inside the body. So, what are toxins? If you are having bad symptoms, aches and pains, gut issues, skin issue, low immunity, stubborn weight, and all of these problems are happening inside the body, thyroid problem are happening, PCOD problem is there, hormonal imbalances are there. So, it is because your body has a lot of waste material inside it, and that waste material is called toxins. Now, what are the toxins? Toxins are unwanted material which your body doesn't require or need. Your body is ready to throw out those toxins from the body. And that is why body eliminate waste daily in the form of urine and in the form of fecal matter, right? Now, this waste comes inside the body via different methods. Like for example, first is the cellular activity. So in our body, on every hour, every minute, there are millions of cells which are destroying inside the body, and millions of cells are reproducing inside the body. And those cells which are destroying, and body doesn't need those cells or tissues, body is throwing out from the body. Again, second is the food digestion. So the food we eat, our body is going to digest that food and absorb it, right? Whatever you are going to eat, whether you are going to have rice, dal, chapati, paratha, roti, sabzi, idli, dosa, whatever you are going to eat, your body is going to digest that food. Okay, first is digestion, then your body is going to eliminate and absorb that food. Okay, now body will absorb only that much amount of food that your body needs. Rest of the amount body is going to eliminate it from the body, and that is again the waste material to the body. Again, the physical movement, whenever we do any kind of physical exercise, whether it's walking, running, any kind of dancing, any form of yoga, any kind of physical exercise, there is a lot of uh, sweat production, plus there is a wear and tear of tissues inside the body. So body is throwing out that toxin or waste material in the form of fecal matter, in the form of urine, and in the form of sweat. Again, mental work and stress, whenever we do any kind of mental work, whether it's our whether it's a cooking process, or whether it's our work activity, or any kind of activity we do which requires our brain activation. Our brain consumes a lot of glucose first. Secondly, secondly, if we take stress, our body produces a lot of hormones, like for example the cortisol hormone, which is good for the body to some extent, but after a period of time, if it's produced for a longer duration of time, it is harmful for the body. So this is how the waste is produced inside the body, where we cannot control all these things. It's completely natural. It's nobody's fault that body is producing the toxins. Secondly, the water we are drinking, the air we are breathing, skincare products we are using, home care products, air conditioner, deodorants, all of these things we are using. So all of these things our skin absorb inside the body, and those things also converts to unwanted waste material or toxins inside the body, right? So there are different channels of toxins, or different channels from which our body consumes the waste material. And body is highly intelligent. Body knows that all of these things going to happen inside the body, and that is why body has different channels of elimination. Like for example, body has lungs. So while I'm talking to you, while I'm explaining all these things to you, my lungs are doing their work automatically. Naturally, I'm breathing, right? So I'm consuming oxygen, I'm consuming air, and my body or my lungs are differentiating or filtering the oxygen part, which is going to absorb inside the body, and throwing out the carbon dioxide and other harmful gases. Again, liver is the I'm so sorry. Liver is the detoxification factory inside the body. Whatever you are going to eat or drink, your liver is responsible for filtering out the blood. So again, liver is the detoxification factory. Kidneys are responsible for passing out the urine, for filtering the urine. Again, colon is responsible for passing out the fecal matter. Your skin has millions of pores, and through sweat, while we are doing exercise, our sweat is responsible for eliminating lot of waste in the form of liquid, that is in the form of sweat. Again, our body has a lymphatic system, right? And that lymphatic system is immunity. So basically, lymphatic system is responsible for the WBCs, that is the immunity of the body. And those WBCs are constantly fighting with the foreign particles, with foreign bacteria, fungi, to make our system alive, to function properly. So these are all the different channels which are working simultaneously at their own pace, at their own level, so that our body is able to eliminate the toxins. Now, intermittent fasting, when we talk about, so how fasting is related to this thing only. So when we do fasting, so fasting is designed so that our body gets a digestive rest, so that it increases the prana shakti, or the vital force of the energy, so that body can use that vital energy or prana shakti in enhancing the function of these channels, in enhancing the function of these channels, that is elimination channels. So when you start doing the intermittent fasting, your all these elimination channels, lungs, liver, kidney, colon, lymphatic system, your skin, their function, they get heightened. That means they will effectively do their functions properly, because your body is not doing any other kind of work while intermittent fasting. Your body is not digesting food. Your body is able to focus on the elimination of toxins properly. How? Because body speaks to us through signal. Now can you tell me that if you are having constipation, right? So if anybody of you is having constipation, right? So constipation means body is not able to evacuate the fecal matter, right? That means the body is not able to evacuate the fecal matter. That means you have to see what kind of food you are eating. Either the body needs hydration. If you are hydrating enough but still constipation is not getting cured, that means body needs a good diet. That means body needs fiber, and that fiber will help the body to eliminate the toxins, to eliminate the fecal matter. Thirdly, body will definitely asking for more of the physical activity, so that body can increase the blood circulation internally, and all the toxins which are there accumulated inside the colon, they can remove out easily. So these are the 3 points that you should focus on if you are having the constipation issues. But diet plays major role. Again, if you are having aches and pains inside the body, suppose that if you are having headache, so headache means either you are low on hydration first. Secondly, if you are low on hydration, that means oxygen is not supplying to the brain enough. Plus, your body has some kind of acid alkaline imbalance inside the body. Again, thyroid gland is affected. Thyroid, diabetes, any kind of inflammation inside the body says that your gut health is not good. Ashleka, is my voice is breaking?
No, it's clear.
It's clear?
Yes.
Okay. Um, do check anybody else is okay. Thank you, Sonali. I think Anil, you can just try to switch your network once, or just keep with me for some minutes and do check again. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, if your body has having aches and pains or any kind of health issue you are facing, either skin issues, low immunity, do check your gut health, because all diseases starts from the gut, and your body is highly intelligent to listen you, right? So listen to your body. Why? Because your body is giving you signals that, oh, this part is not good. You are having constipation, that means your gut health is not good. You are having acidity, bloating, or any kind of other things, that means you need to focus upon your diet. So how we feel on an everyday basis determines our health in the long run. So if you are feeling active, you are feeling positive, you want to do a lot of different activities, that means you are completely fine. But if you are having kind of health issue, either minor or major, you need to check upon your diet, you need to check upon your sleep, your physical exercise, your routine deeply, so that you can work on it gradually. So what does law of unity said? Law of unity said that whatever the disease you are having, either the gut issue, skin issue, low immunity, any kind of health issue, it means your body has toxins overloaded inside it. That means your body has lot of waste material inside it, and that waste material is giving you lot of health issues. So basically, for those who are having diabetes or hypertension, these things started from their gut health. So initially they will have minor gut health issues like constipation, acidity, bloating, diarrhea, vomiting, and gradually when they suppress these minor health issue by taking medicines, these minor health issues converts in major health issues like diabetes, pre-diabetic, then diabetic, thyroid, hormonal imbalance, pcos, and all these things. So we think that having fever is bad, having cold and cough is bad, having vomiting or diarrhea is bad, but actually these are the small symptoms that body is giving you to cleanse itself. Now, what is the cure of all these diseases is removal of toxins. Once you start focusing upon your diet, on your lifestyle, your body will start releasing these toxins gradually, and you feel positive and many, um, strong impact in your health. So, your body is made up of five elements. These are earth, space, fire, air, and water. And a combination of these five elements that we call the Panch Mahabhuta gives you optimum health. Now we are going to focus on earth and space in these 7 days, but fire, air, and water, these are somewhere little. We are going to focus on these things also, but the major focus will be on space and earth only. So fasting is which element? Can you relate? Can you tell me fasting is which element? Whether it's air, whether it's fire, um, earth, space. Which element is this? Can you relate to this? Okay, air, space, air. Yeah, no water. How, Pradeep? How it can be water? You are eating water, drinking water while fasting is again water. But yes, the fasting is the connected with the space element, because when we are doing fasting, we are actually giving space to the body. So it's like space, between two friends when we call that, please give me some space, please give me some space. So this space is giving to your body. That means we are not doing anything to the body, we are not putting inside anything inside the body, we are giving space to the body. So this is how we are creating space inside the body. Fire, water, air, earth, there are some other elements which we touch in 7 days. So while talking about the fasting, let's just quick discuss about how the GI tract work. So this is the human GI tract. So basically when we eat food, so we eat food while the mouth, so digestion starts from your mouth and it goes in the tube of esophagus, and from the mouth it is a long tube which is 25 to 30 feet long tube which starts from the mouth and ends at the anus. So this long tube is important because in this long tube your food is masticated, digested, and assimilated. So assimilation means absorption, mastication means everything is mixing up, and digestion means it is digesting in small compounds. And whatever the good thing is, it is going to absorb inside the body via the small intestine, and whatever the waste is there inside the body which is produced while the digestion process, it is going to eliminate it from the body from the anus portion. Now your body spends 80% of daily energy in the whole process. From mouth to anus, your body spends 80% of daily energy in digestion, assimilation, and elimination of food. Okay, that means only 20% of energy you are using for thinking, for physical work, for any other kind of activity. So this 80% of energy, we are going to reduce it. We are going to tell the body that we are eating less, not less, we are eating in a specific period of time so that you get enough rest and you can use the other amount of energy in doing other work, that is cleansing process, repairing process. Okay, so this is how GI tract work. It starts from the mouth and ends towards the anus. When we talk about fasting, so fasting is the simple remedy for all the diseases. It is the best remedy to cure any kind of disease or health issue. So before we start on fasting, so first fasting means simply or completely being on water. So if people say, "Oh, I'm fasting today," and they are having a big bowl of, kheer, they are having a big bowl of fried potato chips, they are big bowl of sabudana khichdi, that means they are not fasting. They are just doing some other fasting, which is light fasting. We cannot say that it is complete fasting. So, fasting means completely being on water. If you eat and drink anything other than water, that means you have broken the fast. Now, why I'm saying if you drink anything other than water, you have broken the fast, because the moment you drink chia seed water, ginger tea, or any coconut water or fruit, from there the digestion will start. And in fasting, we are giving the digestive rest to the body. So when we do fasting, your organs, so when we do fasting, our body is not doing digestion work, it is not doing any kind of digestion, it is not digesting anything. Okay, so body has ample amount of time to focus on other activities. So body will say, oh, now I have time to do other work, to focus on other organs rather than doing the digestion work only. So all the organs, liver, kidney, pancreas, gallbladder, small intestine, large intestine, heart, brain, everyone gets the opportunity to intensify their function. They start increasing their function effectively. Now, body is not spending its energy, that 80% energy body is spending on digestion, it is not spending on digestion now because you are not going to eat anything. Now body will spend that 80% of energy in doing other work. So that other work involves increasing the nervous system, increasing the nervous energy of the body, that is the brain activity. Your fat or toxins also gets accumulated inside the brain tissues also. That is why people are having migraine or Alzheimer or dementia like problem. Why? Because there is lot of toxins which are accumulated inside the brain. So if people are having migraine kind like issues, they can start with very slow or fasting. I won't say that they have to do a long hours of fasting, but yes, if they do small hour of fasting consistently, their migraine will go off. So when you do fasting, your brain gets opportunity to clear their tissues, to remove out the toxins, to clear their thought. Again, your metabolic activity increases when you are doing fasting, because your body will you are not putting in food from outside, so body will start eating the fat cells which are there inside the body. So your metabolic activity automatically gets increased, and whatever the old cells or damaged cells are there inside the body, they will remove from the body, and new cells, that means rejuvenation of new cells, will start. Again, there is an important process called autophagy. It is a process again, uh, where the body increases the production of new cells and eat the old cells. So autophagy, it is a process which is discovered by the Japanese scientist called Yoshinori Oshimi, and he got Nobel Prize in 2016 for discovering this process in humans when they fast. So the doctor says that when you are doing fasting, your body activates the process of autophagy, and in autophagy process, your metabolic activity, digestion, nutrient absorption, everything enhance, your digestive rest enhance, detoxification, cleansing process, reparation process, everything enhance. Even the healing process also start. Whatever the damaged tissues are there, it repair automatically, because body knows that this part of the body is not working fine, so we need to focus on that. While diabetic people, those who are having high levels of sugar, people say nowadays, a lot of doctors also suggest them to do the intermittent fasting. Why? Because doctor knows that when they do intermittent fasting, their pancreas will get rest, so that pancreas will take its time to produce little insulin or not to produce insulin at all, and pancreas takes time to rejuvenate its cells so that they can make new beta cells, and they have a stabilized production of insulin hormone. So these are and again, the BP patients, why people say that they should do a small level of fasting, because when they start doing fasting, whatever the extra cholesterol, triglycerides that are accumulated inside their blood vessels, they will get cleared out from the body automatically, naturally. So fasting has a lot of benefits, but you have to do it in a right manner. So fasting is the key to internal purification. You doesn't require any kind of supplements, medicine, or churn to, to do fasting. It's so natural. You just have to be a little concerned about yourself, that you are going to do in a right way, according to the nature cycle, according to your cycle. So when you do fasting, your body's prana shakti, that we call the vital energy, it increases. And when you have more vital energy, your toxins will eliminate more effectively. Your body will no longer have a lot of waste material, and gradually all the issues will heal automatically. So it's a famous quotation. It's not where we stand in the world, but it's what direction we are moving in. So it doesn't matter where you are all right now. You may be in, early stages of life or later stages of life, right? It doesn't matter at all. You are having one health issue, two health issue, 5 or 10 health issue. It doesn't matter at all to anybody. What matters is how you are taking it, whether you want to change it, whether you want to change your lifestyle, or you just want to be dependent on supplements, medicines, or you just want to be dependent on some doctor to give you another kind of medicine, to another kind of injection, so that you can heal. But generally you are not going to heal until or unless you are not going to focus upon your diet and lifestyle. That is key to everybody's health, whether even a healthy person is having this or not. Okay. So, some myths about fasting. How many of you think that if you do fasting, you will lose muscles? How many of you think or you heard about this? You can write in the chat section. That is completely fine. I also heard this. Somebody asked me this question too. That if you do fasting, you will lose muscles, your skin will start hanging, you don't have any kind of, glow in your face. Anybody? Yeah, gym trainer says this, that if you do fasting you will lose muscle. So let's just talk some science here. Okay, so next time if people say to you that you do fasting then you will lose muscles, then let's just talk science there. Okay, so body store energy in the two forms only, that in the form of glucose and next in the form of fat. Okay, so whatever the food you are eating, body will spend that much energy that body requires. Rest of the energy body will store in the form of fat. That is why those people who overeat, they have lot of fat around their abdomen region. Why? Because body is storing the fat, the extra food, in the form of fat. Okay, so when you fast, body will start burning fat first. Okay, body will burn fat. Okay, now body stored excess amount of glucose in the fat only, not muscles. Now to build muscles you need to have a good quality of protein, plus you need to do some kind of physical activity. So if you are doing gymming and you are eating good food, still you can do intermittent fasting, because your body needs rest to do reparation work. While doing gymming, you are not just producing muscles. There are a lot of wear and tear of tissues happening inside the body, right? So for that reason you need you need fasting, not long hours of fasting, or not, fasting for a whole day and then you are doing strenuous exercises. No, it should be in a systematic manner. But yes, this is a myth that fasting makes burn muscles. This is completely myth, because your body burns energy in the form of sugar or in the form of fat, that we call the ketones body. So those who I think you must have heard or seen or observed in your lifetime, that those people who are diabetic, right? So initially when they don't know they are diabetic, their weight start losing up. They are this much fat, and then slowly they start getting lean. Why? Because their body is consuming fat, their body is, using ketones. Okay, so that is why when to test, they have ketones in their blood, they have ketones in their urine also. Again, there is a lot of common question: if fasting works so well, why people are not doing it, and then just getting rid of their a health issue. If fasting is a miracle and it is an internal purification, then why everybody is not doing it, instead of having so many tablets. So the answer is, people are, they are very much connected to the food. They are making everything related to the food. If there's celebration, they are eating food. If there's some depression, they are eating food. If there's something bad thing, they are eating food. If there's something good thing, they are eating food. So we have connected everything to the food, right? So it's hard. If I'm sure there are a lot of people here also, if I'm telling you fasting, so they are a little scared from inside that, oh, we have to do fasting, we have to eliminate all these things from the diet. How I cannot stay hungry for a long period of time, why, whether I can do this or not. So these are the concern when we talk about fasting, right? So people are very much connected to the food, and it scares them when we tell them that you have to do intermittent fasting. So it's just the habit. We are not on the starvation. Starvation is a very big word. Starvation leads to malnutrition. Okay, so we are not starving here. We are just doing intermittent fasting, and which is very much important to the body, so that you have a good health, you have better absorption, better digestion, and better elimination. So that is why we are coming up with the 7-day intermittent fasting challenge, which has started today, because this is the first program. This is the first complimentary session, and it is important session, so that everybody gets a view that why intermittent fasting is important, what are the things that is going to happen inside the body, and why it is important to the body to have a proper nutrition and optimum health. So the program schedule is like this. The session 1 is today. That is the complimentary session to everyone. Session 1, session 2 will be tomorrow, where we are going to talk more about the body's natural cycle. We are going to differentiate between the starvation and the fasting. Okay, we are going to talk about the three levels of fasting. From those three levels, you can choose which level you want to start with, and you are going to stick with that level. And related to those levels, we are going to talk about the meal planning, recipes, and all these things. Okay, so fasting period will start from 8 to 14 November, and during this period, we are going to connect it on WhatsApp. So you are going to share your meal pictures, your schedule, how you are feeling, and all the queries. And on 14th November, we are going to have the last session on more about fasting, that how you can continue this fasting for lifelong, whether it's safe or not, what are the different methods of doing fasting, how you can make your body, in alkaline range, how you can start with fasting for lifelong. Okay, so the 7-day intermittent fasting challenge, the discounted price is 699, and you can scan the QR code for the registration only. And the offer is valid till today, because from tomorrow we are going to start this. Okay, so in tomorrow's session, like I said, we are going to start about fasting and starving. So this plate picture, you are not going to have the sad mood, you are going to have a happy mood. We are going to talk how to prepare for the fasting, body's natural clock, three levels of fasting, fasting diet plan, and recipes that we are going to discuss tomorrow. Anybody has any question, you can write in the chat section, um, related to the program, related to the intermittent fasting. I'm going to answer them here. And meanwhile, if you want to share the QR code, and my teammate Ashlekha will be sharing the registration link here. If you want to register, you can register right now. Okay, so Khushbu is saying, during fasting period, can we have jeera water, empty stomach, the first thing in the morning? So, Khushbu, like I explained it earlier, that fasting means completely being on water. And you are saying jeera water. So, in water, you are having jeera. So, is it the right thing to have? Why in the fasting window? No, I think. Okay, anybody has any question related to program, how we are going to proceed, whether you can do it? You are having self doubt on you that whether I can continue or not. Okay, what will be the timing of fasting? Shama, I think we are going to discuss this tomorrow, that how you are going to proceed with the fasting, what is the timing of fasting, how you can measure your timing, how you can calculate your own timing, because this is a group program. So I'm going to explain everything in tomorrow's session. So you have to be little patient here. Okay, thank you. Okay, nobody is having any question? Okay, so Babita, here is, will we have session around 6 every day? So I just explained it here that we are not going to have session every day. The session one is today. Tomorrow again will be session at 6 p.m. and fasting will start from 18 to 14, where we are connected on WhatsApp. And again, the third session will be on 14th November. Sneha. So Sneha, tomorrow tomorrow is again session 2, where we are going to explain everything how you can start, and from day after tomorrow you can start with, that is for from 8th you can start with. So today you don't have to do some diet and all thing. You will start from 8th. Okay. So those who are saying that whether they have confusion or not. So this is the simple fasting program means. Okay, write that why you want to do fasting, what is the motive of your fasting, are you able to do this or not, what are the feeling you are having, what to eat before doing diet, I mean tomorrow. Okay, so Shilpa, you don't have to worry about all these things what you have to eat. I'm going to explain all these things in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we are going to start directly from the guidelines, that how you are going to start this, what is the fasting window, how you are going to have all these things, what is the first thing you can have in the morning, with different options to everybody. So we are going to discuss all related to diet in tomorrow's session. I'm going to take today's session, so that we can cover little theory part today, that why it is important to do intermittent fasting and what are the things that happening inside the body. Okay, so I think we there is no questions today, or I can end up the session now. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining this session. I will be sharing the recording of today's session in the group after some time. And thank you for giving your precious time. See you, those who registered. Definitely, I'm going to see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Those who haven't registered, they can register today. Scan the QR code. The link is given for the registration. Register for the program, and we are going to meet tomorrow, explaining about the diet and meal planning. Thank you, everyone. Take care and goodbye.